you got this machine.
Okay.
Unplug it.
Yeah,
Number one.
of course.
Okay, you're going to have to take this off for a moment,
Okay.
and then take this off.
Okay.
Take off. You see these two screws?
Yep.
Take off that cover, this knob, and this will come off just like this.
Okay.
Put this back on.
Okay.
Because over there, the little tapered lock screw,
Okay.
it's a pain if it falls in. It's
Okay.
because it's blind over there.
Yeah.
It's easier just to make sure it stays on.
Okay. Make
Okay.
sure that the tapered screw stays on.
Make sure you put this back on.
Oh,
or-
okay.
Or you'll unscrew the tapered screw on the other end.
But I have to take it off first to get everything off.
Yes. Okay, so this is off. Open up this cover.
Okay.
Take you don't even need to loosen the motor and adjust it.
Okay.
You should be able to spiral the belts off.
Okay.
Then just 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Or, yeah, 3. And then take the big bolt out of the end of the pulley
Okay.
that's on the cutter head down here. And then check it. Some have a set screw on the inside and the back side, some don't.
Okay.
Take them off. Take everything off the table. And what I do is I'll take a couple of 3 2x4s, generally 2, and a piece of cardboard like this. And then you'll have to take the chains off here.
Okay.
They're on little 10mm bolts and an attention spring here. Take the chains off and then work them out. Then if it's gonna be easier if you just lay them on a piece of cardboard or something, go back on the same way. Because there's
Okay.
a pulley, the sprocket, the spring is here. After you get those out, you'll have to take the lid off in the dust chute. There's 2 bolts here about this long and 2 bolts here. What I do is I'll crank the table up till it just barely contacts on the stuff going all the way across. So you take out the 4 bolts, and then you'll see this end drop down a bit.
Okay.
And then it's ready. You can go to the other side with a soft hammer and just tap it. It should slide right out.
Okay.
After you get it out, you put when you start working on it, pull the drain plug, put a piece of cardboard on it, under it, pull one of these bolts and it'll let some air get to it and flow better.
Right. Do that first, right?
Do that first.
Yeah.
That way while you're working around it, it should be already drained.
Yep. Okay.
Then, so the cutter head at this point is loose and out, or after you get this off and the chain off, there's 5 bolts that hold the cutter head in. There's a rubber gasket in there and the gearbox. Take the bolts out. When you put them back in, don't crush them like you're putting a head on a car or something. You'll make that rubber gasket pooch out.
Just snug it.
Certainly get them all snug. Then inside, take the cover off the gearbox. There's 2 indexing pins on the cover.
Okay.
So you take a flat blade screwdriver, one on each side, lower, so you're not on those pins and squashing the gasket,
Right.
and you just kind of work it out.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it'll plop in your hand and get 90 weight on you. And then it's ready to come out. I go that far on the machine because it's easier for leverage. You can actually leave these bolted until you pull that apart. There's a drive gear on the cutter head that has the same size Allen bolt in it. What I do is, if the cover's off, I put a block of wood in there and break it loose. And then it'll just fall off by itself. It's about that long.
Okay.
And that's the driver for the gearbox.
Okay.
And then you take the head out, you put it on the bench, cover the end, or you splash 90 weight all over, take the rubber hammer and tap the box off.
Okay. Just lightly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you know,
work it.
left, right, left, right, left, right, because what you're doing is taking it out of the bearing.
What's this for? Is that just for shipping? This little plate right here?
That's so you don't put stuff in there that's too tall and hit the blade guard and drive the blade guard up into the steel blade guard that's right here,
Oh, okay.
so you don't drive it right up into the
Sometimes
cutter
we
head.
have something that's just at the limit. So I pop that
Well,
off.
the problem is, well, see, they all have it. Let's look under this one because we can see it. This will be similar but not the same.
Right.
But if you look under there, you see the big orange piece on the other side of the infeed roller?
I do.
You see that orange piece is this height. The kickback claws will stop it from kicking back. But if you go over that height, you're going to hit that orange thing and it pivots like this. And you'll drive